here live challenge match for the current number 28 in the world. Stay tuned, y'all. This one's definitely gonna be a good one, guys. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. These are world ranks on the line right now. Challenge match, the best 4 out of 7 sets. Every set is made up of 4 of 7 games. So we're in for a long one. The first set already went to LA. So we got LA and Rio today squaring off. Line said, I wish I had someone to play air hockey with. Hey, we'll come on through. Come on through. We're in Houston, Texas, here in the Lone Star State. Yeah, there's also other communities around the U.S. that have their leagues. So, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. And the woman is crazy good. Yeah, she's challenging up for her rank, trying to take the guy's rank, LA. And she ain't no pushover, ain't no scrub. She's a very strong player. The first set of this is already done, so we'll see. Ryan Gonzalez saying, what that trophy is in the corner? That trophy belongs to Genghis Khan, Connor Cummins, taking the NC tournament, number 1 in the NC tournament. And so we have it here on display. And I think it'd be a pretty cool concept to have trophies on that back wall. That would be crazy. Couple world tournaments, you know. Ray Nugent saying, geez, Lilo smacked LA on that table of that game. No, I'm playing. He said smash. I ain't saying I gotta stop being weird. Hey, for real, don't be weird. Keep the PG in the chat. Umpire is not serious. Umpire is very serious, y'all. Yeah, she's in. Give the some credit, man. She's in for a long match right now. She about to ref probably the equivalent of like 30 games, 40 games. So it's about to go crazy. Stay tuned. Let's put a poll up for you guys. See who you think will take this one. Urban saying anything is a sport these days, huh? Well, then come play then, bro. Don't be salty. Don't be salty. What up, Chelsea? What up, Brian? Tuning in. Ooh, I wish you could see it. I'm touching my nose right now. I really am a real person. But yeah, you got both of these players getting. You got LH. He's both of these players are speedsters, honestly. If you had to choose like a superpower for these two, both of these are the Flash. They got very high speed playing games. A lot of transition that's played between these players. And I mean, honestly, they're firing shots almost every 3 to 4 seconds. So you have a total of 7 seconds to set up your shot, but they ain't waiting for that, right? We got shooters unloading the clip. Ryan saying, what rank is this for? This is for the number 28 in the world. The number 28 in the world is on the line. You got Lilo, the current number 66, challenging up for the number 28. How this works is that you basically get to choose if you're a ranked player or unranked. You can choose from the list of ranked players to, hitting that one right off the table. Too much mustard on that one. But you get to choose off the list of ranked players from around the world, and you get to challenge whoever you think you can take down and take their ranking. It's like racing for pink slips. But I'm gonna put a poll up for you guys so you guys can vote. Give me 1 sec. Alright, the poll is up for you guys. Lilo already leading the poll, 81%. Adam saying, you might want to get a safety goggles. John B saying air hockey is great. Yes, it is. And Lion saying they got to make the rim higher too. That thing keeps flying out. Well, these players definitely hitting it very, very hard. So I wish there was, honestly, a solution to find a way to get these pucks not to fly off so much. But I mean, these tables got to be extremely level, and honestly, sometimes it's hard to keep the upkeep on these tables. But especially with all these players playing every week on the matches that are played. Shawarma Garage saying, "Dang!" And what up, Garage? Thank you for tuning in. 150 likes is our like goal. Help us get there. And if you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers today. We ain't stopping until we get there. Oh, what a beautiful left wall over by Lilo with that slight push of the mallet. A lot of deceit whenever she's shooting the cut across the other side. Man, LA with a over of his own. Dan Wise saying, "What do you do for a living?" "I announce air hockey. I'll have you know, my parents are proud of me." Yeah, y'all should announce some air hockey, man, if y'all want to get paid, you know. Ooh, what a nice transition there by Lito. Absolutely killing She's rocking a low top, so if you can see the mallet she's playing with has literally like no little nub at the top, hitting them with the 1-2 speed demon right now. Tasmanian devil on the table. LA trying a little bit of a transition of his own, not going his way, which really does happen for LA. He does get those transitions to work for him, but right now Lilo finding something on defense to get that offense a little stagnant on LA's end for sure. I'm saying Tammy. How crazy in the chat. Fine, looks like you're going for LA. Let us know who y'all got. Let us know who y'all got. Very quick setup here by Lilo, taking that game right there. Great adjustment on defense to get a little bit of LA activated there and transition. And she's getting the better end of these exchanges between them both. Definitely a shootout on this one. High level play. Lilo is looking to level up. She's at 66, but I think deservingly so. She does not belong that low on the rankings, the world rankings. But it's tough to find competition when all the rankings are spread across the U.S. and the world. So you gotta try to find somebody local who you can beat. Gatombo saying the time has come to focus on loss. And that he did. Left wall over to start the match. And if you're tuning in to the world of air hockey for the first time, pro air hockey, the way that these players got their ranks is they participated in a world tournament, and both of these players have actually been playing for quite a while. It's probably safe to say that both of these players have been playing for more than 10 years, probably maybe in the 15-year range. No, probably the 10 to 12 years apiece. So it's interesting to see what they bring to the table today. And they do practice quite a bit, so they are familiar with their game. Three to 1 in LA's favor. Ooh, too much mustard on that one. It really flies off the table. Remember, guys, keep smashing that like button. What you're going to see today is a challenge match for the number 28 in the world. These players have to play. The format of this is the best 4 out of 8 sets. I'm sorry. No, what? 4 out of 8 sets. Sorry, I was looking at the score. A best 4 out of 7 sets. Every set is made up of a best 4 out of 7 games. They can play a maximum of 49 games if it gets to that. But by that point, that's pure exhaustion. But we'll see what this match gets to. It looks like Lilo has made some very crucial adjustments to find her way into this game. Houston Asterisk, thank you for tuning in. We are in Houston, Texas. Saying Blue Hat got this. We appreciate all the comments, everybody tuning in. And if you pay close attention, you'll hear the ref. She's also mic'd up. She'll be saying a score out loud for you guys. Nasty forehand there by LA to end the game. Filthy, filthy forehand. Catching it in a very deceitful way. The World's Air Hockey Tournament is near. Let them know a little bit about, hey, go Houston Astros. Barry, let's go. Smacking up LA 18 to what? 18 to 1 last night? crazy, crazy. We love our Astros in Houston.
Jeez.
All right, the game count in this set is currently 3-1 in Leo's favor.
We even won that?
Hey, what is this, man? Gotta be careful with those comments, Ryan. What are you doing over here? Barry saying 18-1. Yes, sir. That was a beautiful game. Let's go. So currently, let me update you guys on this one. This could be the set for Lilo. Two to two, all tied up. Lilo can close out this set and take the first set of the match here. Like I said, it's the best 4 out of 7. She's already up 3-1 in set number 2. Coming back with a vengeance. All tied up. Lilo 2 games away from sealing this, and LA 2 games from pushing this set further. Game point 5. 6-6, y'all. Game point either way. Let's see if Lilo closes this out or LA is gonna clutch it. Ooh, here what a series of hits there. Getting most of the possession here. Oh, LA pushing the set 3-2. Taking game 2. We're going to game number 6 and set number 2.
Yes.
Thank you, Suhao, saying nice game. Classic saying, is this the local bar? No, this is the 7-6 in Houston, Texas. It is the Air Hockey Dojo, the home of air hockey in Houston, Texas. We actually have a few tables here that we compete in our weeklies. There's over 4 tables. We have access to even more than that, specifically when it comes to Worlds. But 4 will do it here. Pro-sized tables, 8-foot tables. These are some of the fastest tables you can ever play on. It's not easy to handle the puck on these tables. They glide.
Is this mine? We called him out.
Daniel saying ready. PayPal. Yeah, you can super chat us here on YouTube if you want to donate to the cause. Help us continue to grow and bring you guys a better streaming experience. But we all know the commentary is where it's at, baby. And the gameplay. David saying, this girl getting crushed, God damn. Oh, no, she's not, actually. She's up in the game count right now. It's 3-2. LA making this comeback. They can push. And for saying you promised Future Phil last night, but he didn't play, sir. I'm sorry. We try to get him on, but Future Phil actually has an injury right now. That's why we haven't seen him as much. But he's gonna be active here pretty soon. He's on IR, man. He's injured reserve right now.
Who won?
Oh man, we pushing to Game 7. We going to Game 7, baby. Game 7 to set number 2. Crunch time. We don't need to take this set to swing the momentum here.
Come on, nigga.
Pitching saying these are professionals. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. Hey, come laugh it up over here then. Come laugh it up. 2808 Milan Street. Pull up. See how you fare against these so-called pros. Johnny, what's up? Saying hello from Singapore. Thank you for tuning in.
Come on. Yes. Delay. Oh.
We appreciate it. Yes, Future Phil is very beloved here in the air hockey community.
Come on,
If he's not out, man, we'll get him on table 1 again. 2-2, all tied up. LA going berserk on the table right now. Definitely dominating the possession time on this one. And probably the shot count. Ooh, South score. Lilo up by 1 in this crucial Game 7.
Come on, defense.
3-all tied up.
Come on. There you go. Come on.
Alright, we got a tied game here in game number 7, y'all. Don't go anywhere. Oh, nasty cross there by Lilo. Damn, dude. All tied up again. Again, Lilo needs this one. LA is up 1 set. If Lilo takes it, she'll tie it up in the set count. Good defense by Lilo there, smacking the puck off the table. Her possession.
Yes.
5-4, y'all. Lilo up by 1. Let's see if LA ties this up. This has been neck to neck the whole time. Damn, this is crazy. It's score for score right now. 5-5. Lilo going for the little must-be cross right now. Set point 1. 6-6, baby. This is what it's all about. To win the set. Oh, good defense there by Lilo's. Nice possession. She could take the set here if she scores.
Come on, set it up.
Oh, LA with possession. LA closing it out in a 6-6 in a Game 7 for set number 2. Damn. Wild. Jacob saying, so this is a league and they still play like the little kids at Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, I like that joke. But hey, show up on the table, I guarantee you, it ain't gonna feel like Chuck E. Cheese in here. It's actually pretty intense. And luckily I'm in the booth and I get to have a good time because it's tense out there. Corey Warren said, I've been playing air hockey for 25 years. It's pretty much like a normal air hockey game with my wife. To me, hey, man. Well, Corey, I invite you to come out to Houston, Texas, or any of the cities that have the leagues and try it out. See if it feels like the normal air hockey you play. I ain't calling you out. I'm just telling you, inviting you to come play. We actually enjoy playing this pretty a lot. We've only been here. I've only been here for 2 years, or a little less than 2 years, and it's been pretty fun. It's been a pretty fun hobby on the side. I was used to playing other sports, volleyball, soccer, basketball, and all that is fun too. But this is pretty unique and pretty fun, man. It's a different set of like hand-eye and coordination skills that you need for this one. There's a whole set-up game to this. If you continue to watch the channel and more of the streams, you'll see the many types of game styles there is. Especially in the chat, you see them mentioning Future Phil. Pretty unique game style on that one. Matthew saying that was exciting. It is exhilarating. Both of these players are high-level players, and they're speedsters. They're all about transition, all about fast play. Go with Steve saying that was a good one. Troy putting up the championships in the chat. Josh saying Jesus love you. We appreciate that. Good game. Lilo beat Eminem. And Poy saying, please allow for the Astros drink some water and take a rest, sir. So they do take a rest. So this is the second set just got done. LA is leading 2-0 and very close matchups. And right now they're taking about a 5-minute interval here between the sets. They get 7 minutes in between, but I already have 2 minutes pass by. In about 5 minutes they'll be back. They get to take a break in between these sets, basically to prevent injury to any of their shoulders or kind of hands, because that can happen, believe it or not. Ben Chen saying, what do they use to make the table so slippery? Honestly, we don't necessarily do any sort of like wax or anything after kind of the factory finish. So all these tables are still factory finish after the fact. But the only known thing that they do use to clean them and maintain them is isopropyl kind of alcohol to kind of continue to have it clean and running smoothly. And we also use mallets that are specifically made for pro play too. Ryan Gonzalez saying air. But ML saying hi, Unc. Saying what's Corey Warren saying what cities you guys playing? We have not we, but there has been a long-standing competitive air hockey here in the U.S. There's been it's North Carolina has a pretty big community. Chicago, Illinois, right, and then we have Houston, Texas. We also have a few players in San Antonio, Texas. There is Idaho, other communities as well, if I'm forgetting any. And if y'all are here, not bad, y'all. But those are some of the bigger ones that they're in currently, and there is a few in Minnesota, I believe. Go to Minnesota. But Minnesota has a few players as well. And New York has a few players as well. Gonzalo saying this is definitely harder than, and hopefully that answers your question, Corey. Gonzalo saying this is definitely harder than curling. You know, I love curling. I love watching Olympic curling, man. That stuff is so much fun. Cassie Bell saying, who manufactured the table? None other than Valley Dynamo. These are Valley Dynamo's tables for sure. Yeah, we like Valley Dynamo and everything. They definitely shout us out. So, and show us a lot of love to the Photon group here, Photon League. So we appreciate that. Apala Chisona saying, not sure why the algorithm brought me here, but I'm not complaining. Hey, well, stay tuned because we got a challenge match going on. The number 28th in the world is basically up in the air right now. They're playing a challenge match for the number 28, the number 66 challenge LA, the current number 28. So he is currently on the way. LA is leading 2-0, and it's a best 4 of 7 sets. Matthew saying, what's the name of the casters? What's up with the black background? Can you guys do matches in scenic places like a beautiful beach or sunset? Hey, you know what? Just for that, we will. We might do that. You know, help make it happen. Send some funds. Send a super chat. Send $1. You can get us on a beach. It's gonna be Galveston though, so you're gonna see some brown water on the other side. You might get some clear sand, you know, but the water ain't too pretty. FL saying, I didn't know this existed, but I'm happy I found it, and I'm happy we found you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Smash those like buttons, y'all. We're trying to make sure we get our like goal, and we already did smash 150. We gotta raise that like goal. You guys are killing it right now. Warren saying, it's a little fun. I had no idea this was an actual sport. It sounds pretty fun. Yeah, it is pretty fun. The community is even more fun. I mean, we like to joke around, have fun, experiment with the game. The things that you can do with the puck and the mallet, man, it's crazy. I come from a soccer background, so I just love dribbling with the puck and kind of doing that. So you can get very creative on the table, and you can see, if you tune in and subscribe, you're going to see a lot of players that do a lot of fun things on the table.
Starbucks or Vietnamese coffee?
And say, do athletes get checked for performance enhancement? You know, they don't. Currently, they don't. I think it should be a thing though. You know, some players be doing some crazy things on the table. They're not human. The equipment is insured to be regulation for the most part. So anyone who has a mallet or the one that the mallet is what we hit it with. If that seems a little off, then that does get checked. But the only real regulation to that is the weight limit and kind of the way that it actually looks and is formed. And you guys are definitely killing it in the comments, so I'm trying to catch you guys as much as I can, but we're off to set number 3 between these two with LA and Lilo. Lilo with a nasty cross there. It's very skinny, deceitful cross. Looked like a cut. Ended up going to LA's left side. Ooh, nice off speed there. Good setup by LA. Ben chillin' saying, you are one of the people that I'm still watching, man. We'll appreciate it. Stay tuned, because this is definitely some of my favorite players to watch play in the air hockey world. And, definitely people who I kind of continue to push my game around because they play so damn fast, bro. Bertha saying, nah, I'm more embarrassed that I showed up on my feed. I got 1K people watching this on a Saturday afternoon. Hell yeah, why not? Why not? The number 28 in the world playing against the number 66. The number 66 trying to prove her medal here and catch this rank. You know, I kind of like the Tasmanian Devil for Lilo as a nickname. We don't got a nickname for her yet. But if you haven't already, make sure you vote. Looks like Lilo is leading the popularity vote by 60%. Very little. Looks like we got a split in the chat between everybody. I like the time saying nice. This is proof that the algorithm works. Let's go, guys. Mention saying they are precise. Yes, they are. Accuracy is king in this game. You don't have to shoot, you're watching a very fast game, but you don't have to shoot it this fast or exert that much energy to be a top player. Once you see the top 10 play, some of them, very little movement of the puck, right? And then they just go to these hard hitting, accurate shots. Like they're beasts on the table. It's wild. Saying, let's see what we got in the chat. Saying you're watching from Phoenix. Hey, we like Phoenix here too, man. I know you just got our player if you watch basketball. You got Jalen Green from us, from the Houston Rockets. So, congrats. Axiom saying, what are the rules about how long you can hold the puck on your side? So that is going to be 7 seconds on the hold between these both of these players. So you got 7 seconds to get it across the table. So you can take all those 7 seconds, or you can shoot it before then, but you're seeing these players, they're probably shooting off a shot maybe every 2-3 seconds. This is definitely not a slower paced game, I'll tell you that much. Oh, thank you for the sub. We appreciate it. And that goes to everybody else. If you haven't subbed already, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. We're trying to get to 15K today. We ain't gonna stop the stream till we get there. Phil saying holding a smasher by the edge is illegal. That it is not, right? These are pro players. They can grip the mallet however they see fit. If you want to go for the regular grip that everyone is used to seeing, grabbing it by the little dog, you can do that. But you'll probably throw out your shoulder. LA taking that game right there over Lilo. Lilo needs to catch a couple dubs right now to catch up into this. So I'm rooting for the underdog. If you're going underdog on this one, you're definitely going for Lilo, the current number 66 in the world. Actually, I'm saying this is so hype. I love that you guys do this. Hey, I love that you guys are watching. Oh, sick left bank off speed by Lilo. I haven't seen too many of those by her, but that was nasty.
Do you want anything from the Starbucks? No.
Ted Mosby. I can kind of see that. That's kind of crazy. Look at How I Met Your Mother references on this one. Squad saying LA got this. Well, LA is definitely he's favored to win this one. If you're trying to get your money up, you don't put, $1 for this crazy return if Lilo takes a dub here, But if you're trying to play it safe, you're going to go for LA, put your money on LA. That being said, both these players are beasts on the table. I don't think it's safe for anybody out here. Hide your kids, hide your wife. They snatching up everybody out here. I think Lilo here would benefit from slowing down the game just a bit here in the transition moment. She has very accurate shots that even a small delay would kind of get LA's defense moving a little bit to the left or right, I feel. She has very powerful, accurate shots. But without the delay, you're not allowing the mallet to even move, right? I mean, it is a game of very, millimeters, It's not even about inches. They're over here. They do set up shots what we call off goals, hit them to the side of the table to get the defense to move. So on this next match, pay attention to where the players move their mallets whenever they get a shot on them. Ben Chillin saying, who is number 1 in the world? That's going to be Colin Cummings. I believe he is now the 12th-time champion in a row. It might be 12 or 11, but he is a dominant force in the game. So everybody's been working to try to take him down. It's not an easy feat for sure. He's a beast, man, on the table, man. You should really see. There's a lot of. If you look up Colin Cummings on YouTube, you'll see some videos of some of the damage he's done over the years. Definitely a beast on the table. And there's definitely a lot of other players, man, who are really good. It's kind of crazy going into this world of air hockey and seeing these players and the way that they, all the things that they can do. Lilo hyper focused here on the table, making sure she is one with the table right now. If Bruce Lee ever said, be like water, Lilo's saying, be like the air hockey table right now. Let's see if she can open up a can of whoop ass. Who knows? LA's been pretty locked in right now. They looking too good for Lilo.
Lilo teeing up on that one. Teeing up. Checking that dub. Continuing to extend this set further on from LA's current lead. José Gómez saying, mándalo una esquineado con doble voltear a la inversa. I think you want to double bank on that one. That one would probably work. Open up the defense. Hi, bye saying, get a job or leave the country. Trash bag. Aww. Well, we appreciate the comment. We really do. Game point 3 already. Lilo smashing through the last 2 games right now. Game point 4, beautiful left wall set up there by LA. Let's see if LA finds his way back into maybe making a comeback here. Looks like he's setting up the puck. Game point 5. Lilo needs to close this here if she needs to. If she's gonna have some hope of continuing this match. Beautiful, beautifully executed right wall over. Hit very, very hard. Alright, Hibachi, who you got on this match? Who you got taking this match right now? It's been close. Yeah, let us know what you think about the match so far.
I think Lilo's got this. She is a strong, amazing woman player, and I just think she, like, not trying to be biased. LA is a great player. He has crisp shots, but so does Lilo. And that's why I think she's going to take it. She's going to come back here and she's going to fight and fight and fight. She's not no quitter. She's a fighter.
Tell them more about her hockey.
So,
What is it? What are you watching?
if there is any women watching, we are having a women's tournament, a world women's tournament, where it's just all girls. And sorry, I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm kind of like, my brain is kind of blanking out here. But what are the comments saying? Oh.
LA slowing it down into more of a setup game now.
Let me get my coffee. Sorry about that.
He's saying, I love this game. Let's go to see how many like it too. Yeah, we love this game as well. Milo saying, how many rounds do they play? So it goes of a best. This is a challenge match, so they go a best 4 out of 7 sets. So every set is made up of a best 4 out of 7 games. So it can take as little as 4 games to end a set, or go all the way to 7 games. The last set went all the way to 7 games. So Lilo making a run to take one of these sets. LA is currently up 2 sets to none. So he has the advantage so far in this match. Game point 5, Lilo. We're going to continue to push this set. Morris Q saying, I see Lilo moving her body while shooting, which is more affecting the opponent who's just flicking his arm. Yeah, there's a lot of concepts on how to shoot, but usually the flick, right, is what the masterful players kind of do. But if you can add kind of body feints into that, that's a whole nother dimension to the game, right? I'm just saying, Lilo's defense and her reaction time is too good. She's very, very hard to score against, I'll tell you that much. And she's doing it with a low top. Usually people say that they prioritize the high top mallet, which has like the little nub on top. It's the standard kind of mallet. You can see it sitting on the edge of the table. It doesn't have a little nub, right? So that's meant for like more of a speed and offensive game. It's like an offensive firepower. That's a weapon. Honestly, yeah, it may not look like much, but whenever you get that low top, you know, it definitely hits a lot harder. So, but she does have very, very fast reaction times. That's when you got to slow the game down a little bit. If somebody's catching you too much on defense, that game has got to slow down, and you have to adjust if you're LA. Beautiful cross there by Lilo. Tasha Redbone saying 5 to 5 equals 21. Oh. Pulling it all the way from the right side of the table into the left. Lilo wants this set. Definitely wants it bad. She knows that she needs this set if she's going to stay in this match. She's trying to move up in the world rankings to get ready for the world tournament that's happening in August 21st in Margaritaville in the Lone Star State of Texas. Timeout on the table. LA's having none of this. He wants to readjust, see what he can find after this. Edgar Torres saying, she the GOAT. She might be. She might be. Philippe Olemar, bonjour. Thank you for tuning in. Looks like maybe French. We do have the Blitz World Cup coming up in the World Tournament. Oh, 2 filthy, filthy shots followed back to back from these players. Honestly, disgustingly accurate shots by both of these players. They're a threat to anybody on the other side of the table. A series of setup games. Looks like he's moving away from the fast transition, but Lilo's accuracy proving to be too much right there, taking a lead 5-3. Oh, great defense there. She has a chance to make it game point 3. Lilo rocking a 1-point lead in this game. You know, I'm supposed to be commentating right now, but I'm just as a fan right here watching this game. That was a nasty off speed into the game point, set point 5. Lilo can take her first set of this match. This is crucial, guys. Crucial moment. Let us know, chat. Who you got, chat? Let us know. Lilo, 1 point away from taking her first set. LA, 2 points here. Win him his third set. Ooh, we got another 6-6 in set number 3. Oh, Lilo taking her first set of the day. Now it is getting interesting. We got a 2-1. We got a 2-1. Put your votes in. Who you got? Looks like 62% of y'all are going for Lilo. We got 1,000, nearly 1,700 votes. Keep breaking them in, guys. We want to see who you got on here. Lilo is the current number 66 in the world, looking to rank up and take LA's ranking, the current number 28 in the world. And we also have a like goal. Let's see if we can smash that too. We got 600 likes. Oh, you guys already passed it up. 635 likes, guys. We appreciate you guys for all the love. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Players are going to take a small break right now. We got about a 7-minute break in between sets so they can refocus, relax a little bit from that hard play. Let's go back to the comments section. Let us know what you guys are saying. We got Morris Clue saying, I can see the only shots that work against Lilo are the straight ones, but he relies on reflecting off the wall too much. Well, if you give the opponent the same shot too many times in a row, these players are so good, they'll begin to read your releases, right? So I know that he's doing the walls to distract from the straights, right? Because he's wanting to create like some deceit in his shots and get Lilo off center from her defense. What up, John? Thank you for tuning in. Hendrick the hamster. We got a hamster in the chat. Let's go. These illegal shots are doing my head in. Why isn't the ref intervening? Let us know what you think is illegal about the shot, right? Not sure. I'm reading this comment a little too late, but not sure which one you're thinking is illegal. If you're thinking that they're stopping the puck and drifting it, that is a pretty normal thing here in professional air hockey. It's called drifting. It's called puck control. Just like in soccer, where you have, the possession time that teams kind of possess, right? You assume that the more possession time that you have, that the more that would lead kind of to victory. And that may be true in a lot of things, but you need to pair in air hockey. You got to pair that with a lot more things like accuracy, right? And it's really the first to 7 in this game. So there's definitely a lot of ways that the game is seen here, and you kind of develop all these skills as you continue to play. But I've seen LA kind of slow down his game a little bit more to do a little more setup shots. And I'm not saying that these players aren't setting up their shots, but they're definitely doing it at a very, very fast pace. I think both players would kind of benefit from slowing it down just a little bit, Will Richardson, off speed, nice forehand cross. That was a nice forehand cross by LA. Thank you for tuning in, Will. We appreciate you here. Morris Cleveland saying, damn. David Lorena saying, where can I bet on this? You can't bet on it, but you can definitely support the channel. Do a little super chat, add a little $1. And the only betting you can do is on the voting poll that we have up in the chat, which currently has Lilo up 62% to LA 38%. I want to let you guys know LA is currently up in the set count. He's up 2-1. It's the race of 1st to 4, right? It's the best 4 out of 7 sets. Winner, right? If Lilo wins, she takes the new 28. She'll be the new 28 in the world. If LA wins, he retains his rank. So Lita would be the underdog in this one. But she ain't playing like no underdog. She playing like she got the dog in her. That's how Carlos saying, what? Bearded Viking saying, let's go. Bearded Viking with the dab emoji. Let's go. I love that emoji. That one's too funny. We're about 4 minutes removed here from starting up the next set, from starting up set number 4. Let me give you guys an update on the game count and set count between these two. I'm going to go look at the sheet to kind of see everything on paper. All right, y'all, I'm back. So it's currently 2-1 on the set count. Let me write that one down so you guys can keep up with the match.
It's gonna be more.
And just like that, we're headed to set number 4 between these two. It's been a really close, real close matches here between these two. Lilo trying to make a point here that she belongs in the upper echelon of the air hockey rankings. We'll see if that comes true. I find it really hard to come off of a win during a set, right? Because you get a lot of confidence and you gotta ride the lows and ride the highs, right? You can't get too high or too low during the matches. Stay focused, and it doesn't matter until the match is over. So, t-shirt gray name, that's gonna be Lilo in the gray. If you see the poll, we got Lilo in the gray shirt and we got LA in the blue hat. Will Uchert saying, "Let's go." We're just as excited as you in this match. This is definitely a fun one to watch. This is like watching, I don't know, like two young NBA teams going at it. A lot of potential between these players. Definitely on the younger side, right? So their future is bright in terms of the air hockey world here and the rankings, and what more they can learn and kind of continue to learn. The guy in the blue hat has been playing for quite a while and is the son of one of the dogs on the air hockey table. His name is Anthony Marino, and his dad, man, he really, this dude's cold on the table. He really is. And Lilo, I think, found the community while she was young, and from there, she has taken under several players' wings and learned from all the styles and everybody who's been able to kind of mentor her. But if you're just tuning in, you're tuning into the world. Oh, nice setup there by Lilo. Hitting him with a 1-2 combo. Definitely Lilo is definitely one of the 1-2 player, a very strong 1-2 player here. Will hit you with that bang bang. LA too. He's more of a transition. I wouldn't say it's definitely Lilo's one of that 1-2 player, and LA will hit you with the transition as the puck is continuing in play, just like that. But I want to be honest, I'm not sure how much is benefiting him to continue to shoot it that far, that fast. Might want to take up a little more time in his possession time. The players have 7 seconds to get it across the line, so I would say that it's a little advantageous to be able to use that time. What up, Jaden? Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, guys. This is the battle for number 28 in the world. We're getting a ramp up. We're ramping up for the World Tournament happening in August here in the Lone Star State in Margaritaville, Conroe. And any of you guys can participate. If you guys think you're so good on the air hockey table, come prove it then. Come. Accept the challenge. Register yourself for the air hockey tournament and see what you got. I guarantee you're gonna have a lot of fun. That was a nice delivery there by LA on that left bank there, hitting it with the back of the mallet. Looked like a kind of a delayed release there, but it's just the back of the mallet, kind of like a little stiff arm. I like that release a lot. It's one that definitely reminds me of how his dad plays a little bit. Jaden Hayes saying, I subscribe for you, my bro. Hey, I appreciate that, Jaden. Jeff Black saying, free Diddy. Not sure that's going to happen. And I'm not sure what air hockey got to do with Diddy. But he definitely ain't going to be free. Martinito saying, where can we bet on this? You can't bet currently, but you can vote. Put your vote in who you think is going to take it. Gray shirt, we got Lilo, number 66 in the world. And then we got LA, the current number 28, the higher rank. If you want to go for the underdog, root for Lilo. And if you want to go for LA, drop the caps in the chat. Drop the baseball caps in the chat. Alright, Cal, you gotta chill out, bro. Let's keep it PG. Keep it PG. It's not fun when I gotta delete all these comments because you want to be silly on the chat. Spitta 1990 saying I got 5 on LA. LA, it is currently leading the set count. Man, that was an extremely fast cross by Lilo. Filthy cross. You know, that forehand game has been working for LA. It's not what he's kind of making the base of his game off of, but it is working for him. I would kind of play with that a little bit more, but it seems like this is more like a series of shots going in between both players rather than. Well, actually, no. The cross and the cut combo here has been working for Lilo quite a bit. LA has been throwing kind of a set of very sporadic kind of shots rather than focusing on a one setup type of game. But that last one, I will say, is a playoff of the last one that he scored. Not gonna lie, if I was playing at this pace on the table, I would be tired by now. We're not close. We're not even close to finishing this set, this match, guys. Can't even imagine. I'd be sweating. So LA is up 2-1 on Lilo. Lilo looking to tie it up in the set count. The way that you take a set is you win the best 4 out of 7 games. Right, it can be over as quick as four games, or it can take as much as 7 games. Where you have both players kind of tying up the games. I love game 7s; those are intense. You usually see me a little more quiet on the commentary because I'm watching as a fan. What up, R6 King? Thank you for tuning in. Elixir saying he already is. Damn, bro, you really care about Diddy? His days are over. Puff Daddy is over. Alright, guys, keep it PG, keep it PG. Chill out. Oh, nasty, nasty right wall by LA. That's a nice setup, though. One of my favorite right walls to shoot is right off the drift as it's turning into that wall. For some reason, it really catches players' defense by surprise. That's crazy series of exchanges here. Reminds me of an episode of Dragon Ball Z when they're just meeting each other's hands. They're both just hitting into each other's fists. Yeah, these exchanges are very quick. Michael Maynard saying if LA wins, I super chat. Hey, we'd appreciate it if you did. Spit a saying, double up. Let's go, LA. Nice cross there by Lito. That has been one of the most successful shots as the match has continued to go on. She needs to continue to build, I think, off of that. After that shot there, the cross. Not sure how many left walls she's shooting off of that delay, but it could prove pretty successful if she can get that left wall in a few more times than she's shooting that right wall. Oh, there it goes. Hitting a little 1-2. Yeah, but LA kind of hugging. Looks like maybe cheating a little bit to the right. Of the right side there. Yeah, so sometimes player would kind of do what's called a little bit of like kind of a cheat defense, right? If you know your player, the opponent's favored side, you can kind of cheat a little bit, right, in order to kind of take that one shot away. But you have to be careful if they adjust. Alex, you're saying that's why. Hello, Pete.
Hi.
How are
I'll
you?
turn on this one.
Turn on this one.
Can you turn it on, please?
How do you turn it on?
Just under the right side. Little button on the bottom. Like a square button on the bottom. I think you found it.
You got it.
Can you turn off the weather and go back to the... Might be on the wrong screen. That now? Oh, try it again. Yeah, it's somewhere.
Can't see this though.
Just check this out. Alt F4
Oh.
closes any window that's in the way. Okay, that works. And, yeah, can you open that? Just double click on the 2580. Like everything here, so should already be opening here. Good. Go turn on the TV.
Actually saying that's why I voted for Lilo, because she uses the cross and LA has been struggling to defend. Yeah, it's very dangerous when you can get the cross working. You can get a lot of shots kind of working to play with that one, especially with that delivery that she has. Instead of saying LA.
And oh yeah, this guy is NDI. It's the monitor, which I think is in the middle somewhere. It'll pop up in a sec. The host of your mind. Give it a sec, it's opening. Should just do it once, I think. Give it a sec, it'll pop. If it doesn't, it's up here on the left. Okay, and then live score. Live score? Live score. Cool. That pops it on the screen up here.
Okay. Is it live on here? Let me see. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to ask if she when it's working.
Oh yeah, I don't know if the controller's working, but you can update at least the games. You know what the games are?
No, I'm just counting the. I'll look now. I'll look midway.
That guy's right there.
How do you make this thing go over here?
Because it's this guy that does it.
This guy? Oh, you click it?
And then you use the white one. No?
Use the white one, you said?
Like, ignore this. This is for the stream.
This is for the stream, you said?
That is for that computer.
Oh, for that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one's for this one, of course.
Yes. And then when you hit this button, it switches to this one.
Okay.
When you hit it again, it goes back.
Okay.
Anyway, it's on a KVM switch.
Okay.
So you can have one keyboard and one mouse for 2 different machines.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought about doing. I've got a 4 kVm switch in here somewhere to hook up all 3 of those machines. I haven't done it yet. Okay. I'll go ask the gate account.
Not right now.
It's probably a piece of paper.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's right next to Krista. It's right next to Krista.
Chris.
Who took that top? But it's saying lock in LA, focus. Czar saying this is supposed to be a serious game. Yes, this is a game. This is a challenge match for the number 28 in the world. Lilo, the girl, is the number 66. LA is the current number 28. $10 to 14 LA. Okay. 10 to 14 LA on the big game count. It's not this one, right?
No, that's periods. Game
Let's
count's over there.
Games 14.
14 LA to 10 Lila. That should be on the screen there now. But we go ahead and we need to reset this. Hit this guy down here.
This one?
Close it. Yeah. Oh no, click it again because I think you just minimized it. I want you to close it. So hit that down again. Single click. Or mouse over it to see it. And then mouse over in the upper right so you can close it completely. Thank you. And then close out the screen back. And then this little Windows button. The LA one. Restart. And then when it restarts, the controllers start working again. Yeah, but see how that doesn't come down, so they can get right for the middle of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. If you see me standing still, it's because I'm trying to remember.
Huh?
If you see me staring off, it's because my brain's just trying to
You work
remember.
on today or
Huh?
yesterday or what?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I got like 3 hours of sleep.
Sorry.
No, it was my fault. There's like people who walked in here like at 2 o'clock, and then we were playing air hockey.
Random people at 2 a.m. Fun. Same code.
And then I woke up early for work.
Huh?
And I woke up early for work.
Oh, okay. So you work today? I'm about to head to work, so. Yay. And I worked last night, and then I came in for a minute to see what's going on and try to tape down and then fix the toaster today with new tape.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get locked out? Okay, so it's turn on live score first. Let it power up before you turn on the controller. Yeah, it's the first live score screen, and then after that it's multi-sport is what we use.
Multi-sport.
I'm gonna build in to our little scoring app a controller, so it'll just do it in real time. It'll even update the names from the controller. Just haven't had time to do it. Multi-sport. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It'll be more convenient and easier.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be nice, because then it's just the ref up there updating and going, oh yeah, oh wow, look, it showed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
It's all time.
It's on my list of things. I got a long list. Okay, hit start upper right. That starts the server.
I even.
It's the big blue button. Yeah. That's it started. You're good. When that red box goes away, it's working. Can't see the console because you moved it out of the way.
Yeah, I couldn't see the start, so that's why I.
Oh, it's behind the other computer.
Yeah.
You move the other computer over. It's on a swivel. Yeah. And hit the input. It's going to be built-in controls and open sports control, and then again input, built-in controls, lower thirds.
I can't even read that.
Right there. It's the third one down.
Up and lower thirds.
Yeah. And then that one we move over there, and then that one we move over there. So that way you can just see it at all time. And then if you can change Jane Doe over to challenge match, rank number 28.
It's the headline, right?
Yep. Challenge match with a capital C. Or not. Oh, you got it. No,
It
good.
is, right?
Oh, or all caps. That's good too. That's fine. Rank number 28. And then down here put the website www.airhockeyrank.com. Oh, and then hit submit, and then it'll change it to the main screen too. Of course, your rank is cut off.
Do I have to put rank?
Well, we could either change the sizing or just put it, all lowercase. Either way. That's fine. Yeah. What time did it start? 1 o'clock?
Yeah, roughly.
So it's been almost 2 hours, which is 120 minutes, right? So if we put on the timer 1:20 and then set, I think it'll put the right time up.
Time for the game.
Or 1200 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, another 0 at the end as well, I think.
You got my password?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you have to hit. You have to double click it, set, and then set. Hit set, and then set again. And it should send it. If it works. Huh. Yeah, try it again. Yeah, and then you hit start. There you go. Now we're roughly caught up, and then reset shot clock. That resets the timeout feature. Okay, and then now go ahead and pop on the other tool. Stream deck. Cool, and then just click here in the gray space. Leave it in the background.
Okay. So you can use it.
You should be able to now. I'll ask.
Okay.
expecting.
Testing out the OG Jonathan move of bringing headphones so we can play air hockey. I thought today would be a good
Close it on
day.
that.
You know what?
Mary
It's not
Silva
really
saying
me.
yes.
Take
LA
that
is currently leading 3-1 over Lilo. It's not looking good for Lilo so far. But we want to keep it competitive, see if she can take a set here. She can take this one and extend her life here on the challenge match. That'd be pretty awesome because we do want to see more air hockey.
I just replied to your message. I wasn't trying to get roasted at 3 a.m.
Yeah, they did kind of roast us.
Nerds.
Nerds.
Just a couple nerds.
Just a few.
Who brought the nerds?
Dang, dude. Look at the numbers over here. Look at this. How long are we streaming? Couple hours.
It's like an hour and 2 minutes probably.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, that's what I'm right there. Look at that one.
You guys see Danny's here?
Danny Hines?
Yeah.
He's up there with
Yeah.
his daughter.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Never met Danny, but I recognize the face from pictures.
Oh. Do you guys want to do score from here? She's just happy doing it in her hands.
Chelsea can do score. I cannot. There's no way.
No
I
way.
could never.
No way. Okay.
Casual conversation with the fart sound.
Okay.
I'll do.
Oh,
Realizing the scores on the top
beautiful,
line
beautiful
versus the
left wall over
Oh,
by
okay.
It's a little
Lilo.
different on the iPad.
And it works because if she's shooting that cross, that's how you open up that left wall.
What's the score
Thank you,
right now?
Pete.
3-2.
LA?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
And we got the gang in the booth. The booth is slowly
4-2. LA got 4.
teaming up right now.
Yeah. We got the Avengers assembling on Saturday.
Yeah. Avengers, assemble! And then the cumbia comes on. 5-2 LA.
Jeez.
See,
Honestly.
if she could play with that tenacity,
That's
right?
it. That game count's pretty sick, dude. She's doing good.
She's doing good, but she's down 3-1 right now in the set
Sets.
count.
I mean, still, that's
Wait, what was
she's not making every set just to give me's, right? Like she's you can tell she's fighting for them.
Yeah, definitely. There was one set that they went the seventh game 6-6, and it went to LA's favor.
Damn.
Could have tied it up. Could have been a different game right now. Definitely a 2-2. But we'll see how that kind of pans out right now. The game ain't over yet. Although LA is playing with a lot more confidence now.
Hello, hello. How
Hey
y'all doing?
Danny, how you
Yeah.
You
doing?
doing all right?
Yeah,
Doing
Good, good. How's everything going?
good, good.
Yeah. You holding it down?
Yeah, we are. You want to do a little commentary? Let's get
Yeah,
a
sure.
get in the chair.
good.
Sure, right.
I can get out of
No,
here.
no, no. Let's
16-10. Who's favorite? LA's favorite. Okay, okay.
You can take that chair.
Let's see this. Put my phone on vibrate so it doesn't go off here.
Didn't surprise anybody. We got a guest commentator, Danny Hines. You may or may not know him, but you're gonna know him by the end of the stream. Right? How we doing, Danny? Have you been watching a little bit of this game?
Yeah, good to see you.
You know, I haven't actually. My daughter, she's getting her license here soon, so she's
Okay.
doing downtown driving and said, you know what? Let me just look. And I saw that you guys were on live, so I was like, we need to stop at 7-6 because she needs a little stress break, anyways.
Yeah.
So we're here and so thankful to you know, actually be able to hang out with you guys for a few minutes and get to see Lilo here and LA, you know, Marino here play. You know, hoping his dad would have been here too, Anthony. I would love to have seen him, but it looks like he's not. But did get to see his mother, Joanne.
Yeah, so far it's been a very hard-fought challenge match. You can see the game count 16-10. So Lilo stepping it up here, but falling a little short on the set. So LA is up currently 3-1.
Okay, so set counts 3-1, and what's the game count right now?
So you'll see it there is going to be 16-10.
Okay, 16-10 total games. What's
Yeah.
okay?
The
Gotcha.
counting set is what you're looking for.
Yeah, this set. What is the game count?
This set right now, that's what we'd have to find out.
Maybe
somehow.
Ben will go get that set. What,
Set count?
what's this game count? This set.
Then
Inquiring mind,
this
yeah.
set.
Inquiring minds want to know. Can you check with Pete? He probably knows. If you don't mind.
Before he flies, because he's the one.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, sir. Yeah, so watching these players, I've known them both since they were very young, and both of their games have matured quite a bit. It's the first thing I noticed when I walked in. It's funny how that happens. Age will slow us down a little, but make you a little wiser, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't say that to Colin. I mean, he's definitely wiser, but he's still fast as hell. So,
He's still in his mid-20s.
Yeah, he's barely.
I know.
You gotta give him a lot more time than that.
No,
So,
I know. But
Yeah, I love to think about the concept of somebody who grows up playing air hockey, right?
yes,
Because I grew up playing other sports, but it's like I wish I would have taken this on a little earlier. It's so fun, right? And then you get somebody like Colin, right, and a few other players like these players, I think, who've kind of grown up playing air hockey as well, and that's why they're such strong players.
Oh, no doubts. I remember, gosh, the Colin couldn't even reach the center of the table. He's such a young man, and to watch him sprout where he was, taller than me and had a much greater, stretch and everything else. I mean, just much further reach, and he was already super quick and even quicker than I could ever be. But man, it when you help the younger generation at that age develop, the muscle memory, the sky's the limit to actually how the sport can go. So how well the sport can be played. And I didn't start playing until I was 19, and I think Colin had already won like 6 championships by the time he was 19. So I mean, it just goes to show what the difference getting started at a young age can do.
Yeah, so saying at 19, but did you have anybody else who kind of grew up with it that you knew around the time?
No, not really. Because kind of the I guess the generation before, like my generation, Tim Weissman's generation, air hockey guys were kind of considered, kind of the loners. A lot of them weren't married. They didn't have families. They were just focused on air hockey and whatnot. And then, Tim, I know, he was, he got married not long after I started playing. And obviously, they have, several children. They're all excellent air hockey players now, world champions, and now they have children of their own. And those kids, they're not even a year old, and they're already hitting perfect right-winders from what I heard. I haven't been able to verify that, but I wouldn't doubt it. That was a great catch there by Marino.
So it's a 2-0 LA in this set.
Okay, so
LA is up 3-1 in sets.
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. So the game count this set 2-0 LA Marino, and again up 3 sets to 1. Is that correct? Okay, excellent. Oh, beautiful cross straight.
With the
Yeah.
walk-off,
Walk-off,
too.
Very nice. I love seeing
I
that.
want to know what you think, Danny, about this very fast-paced level of play. I'm sure you've seen several styles over the years, but watching these two players, they're relentless on the table. And when I used to play, when I would play a little bit faster, you always have somebody saying slow down. But from what you've seen so far and what you've seen in the past, would you say slow down for both of these players?
Well, to be honest, I think they both have slowed down from when they were playing. Just a year or two ago, the last time I saw them, and again, that a lot of that comes with just the maturity of it. Understanding quality of drift, understanding positioning. Where you want to position your offense when you're setting up shots, and understanding, deception a little bit more. So when you start understanding those things, and you realize, man, I don't have to drift super fast in order to score and be effective, and I can conserve a whole lot of energy when I do that. So I think players are realizing that to some degree. These two here, like I said, I think it's just really the evolution of their personal games. They realize kind of their sweet spots on the table where they're effective at hitting those shots. The step for both of them, is going to be really the next step is going to be where they aren't going to be, dictated by the drifts with their offense, but more where they are dictating the drift to set up their offense and do the shots that they want to, or perform the shots they want to perform.
Are you guys seeing like any specific attacks from either of them?
Well, it looks like Marino, he was kind of doing like a reverse circle drift type. It's kind of a little hybrid of kind of how his father, plays at times. And then he's kind of going back to more of a kind of, right to center drift. He's a bit of an anomaly in that family. He's a righty, which, I love. I love righties, not lefties. Lefties are evil. Very difficult to defend.
Still learning how to play Marino.
Man, yeah, senior man. Anthony's a beast. Man. I know we had some battles, and I know he's still playing strong at his ripe old age of about 90.
Yeah, lefties have a specific advantage and disadvantage.
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Yeah, so it's hard to argue one way or the other. I mean, I think it's really a comfort thing, right? So just like anything in life, right? If you're comfortable playing, or good analogy right now, my daughter learning to drive and just being comfortable driving. As she gets comfortable, she's a better driver. She takes her time. She's not stressing over things. No different in air hockey. The more comfortable you are playing somebody, the better you can perform, the more efficient you can be as well. And, when you're a lefty, you're used to playing righties. But if you play another lefty, they go through what a lot of us righties go through whenever we play a lefty. And it's funny, you can talk to Vince, and they're like, yeah, man, that playing lefties is weird. And, Vince, like, one of the greatest lefties of all time, if not the greatest. I've said that he has reached the highest level of play for any lefty I've ever seen. But if people don't know out there, I'm talking about the Bus out of San Antonio, Texas.
The Bus.
Yeah. Love that man too. Another brilliant player. And we're going to see all these guys here in about a month, right?
Yeah, World Tournament.
Are you guys ready? Because I've been warming up my voice and practicing singing every night, so I can no, I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to hear me sing.
Fine-tuning it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely not gonna sing.
You gonna have a guitar this world?
Oh my God! Maybe I can get my cousin to come. My cousin actually can play.
If you can somehow figure out a song for the left and center, right while over, that'd be beautiful.
It will be a slow song, so you can enjoy that just slightly slower speed.
Yeah. We were joking with Jacob yesterday. We were just, I think.
Which Jacob? You got to be more specific these days.
Yeah.
So
Weissman or Munoz? Okay, Weissman. Okay.
He, I think he did 2 slow right wall unders.
Yeah, I love it.
We were laughing like that's a legitimate shot once he
Yes, it is. If you know what, if Weissman learns that shot, he's going to be that much more deadly, and he's just going to. Oh man, that I want to see it so bad now.
You're talking about an off-speed right wall under.
Yes, sir.
From the left of.
Oh, it doesn't matter where you hit it from.
Okay.
You're
just talking about the in general.
So here's the thing, like where a lot of players, when you're playing defense, everybody looks for a read, right? What are you trying to read? And when somebody's attacking you with their offense. And if somebody's reading speed and they you hit a bank, typically your right wall under or your left wall under has to be faster than the over because you want to beat the defense getting back to block the shot, correct?
Yeah.
So if it's typically hit a little slower, it's typically going to be the over the mallet shot, so left or right. So when you find somebody that is reading speed, you use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
When you're on offense.
Yeah.
So you hit an off speed right wall under or left wall under, and then they move right out of the way.
Yeah.
And how much energy did you just save on that offense?
Oh
too?
yeah, absolutely.
So, but again, you got to make it look the same, and it can't be too slow where they,
Yeah, it's all about
react incorrectly and then go back to block it.
selling it with the body kind of thing.
Yeah. So, anyways, and Jacob has experience of having that work on him. I know firsthand because I watched it. I was on the other side of the table. But so I love the fact that if he's starting to use that and implement that, oh my God, because he's such a ridiculously awesome player.
Yeah.
And if he's starting to do that, I love it. I can't wait. Good stuff. All right.
4-4 in a possible set game, I believe.
Yep. So possible match game here for LA. Ooh. Got by the defense there of Lilo. 5-4. Ooh, match point 4. Quick little. Looked like a left wall under.
Yeah.
Get a little screen, and my eyes aren't quite as what they once were. So, ooh, got a little piece of that there. All right. I guess that was called as a charge. Yeah, one thing I'd like to see still. Ooh, there it is. It's forehand left wall under to end the match.
He had been working with the left wall, or not the left wall, the forehand a lot. It looked like she was never quite prepared for the forehand.
Yeah, if you're not used to defending a forehand, heck yeah, man, people should use it. I never got to play the great Bob Dubuisson, but he's a 4-time world champion out of Colorado back in the 80s. And unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But, he had one of the greatest, most legendary forehands the game has ever seen. Just super powerful. Literally would just move your mallet out of the way and still go in. The person that really talked to about that to give you a much better, detail because they experienced it would be like Phil Arnold or Tim Weissman, of course. But I unfortunately never got to play him and never got to meet him. So that's one of my, really regret not finding this sport sooner in my life. I really wish I did. It was just a few years. Had I found it just a few years earlier, I might have had a chance to meet him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I bet your game would be a lot different for it too.
Who knows, man? Who knows? No doubt, because I can promise you this: everybody that I came across affected my game one way or another.
Yeah.
It's whether it's a guy you run across on the table that you don't even know their name and you just realize something while you're playing them.
Yeah.
Or whether it was somebody like an Owen Geraldo who literally took you under his wing and said, "Come here, son," and just told you what to do. But I was very fortunate. I had some great mentors. And I got to watch some of the, still to date, some of the greatest air hockey I've ever seen. Like Tim Weissman, Will Upchurch. This one challenge match they had, I think it was '96, and man, I got to referee something like a set or two, and I was just probably drooling all over the scorecard because it was such a beautiful thing. Because you had, to me, probably the most efficient offense of all time, being Tim Weissman, going up against just one of the most powerful, fluid, offenses in Will Upchurch. So you had two prime players right there that, man, it was really awesome to watch. So I learned so much from that. So, if anybody has an opportunity to actually go and referee high caliber players, do it. You will learn just by watching. And it doesn't mean you can't, you got to make the right calls because you won't be reffing long. But learn from those guys. See what they're doing. What makes them so successful? And these are the things that you have to look at. Whenever you're playing.
I got a question for you. Let's get into the chat because I love that this is brought up by Cody Snow. It's for one of the defensive specialists here in the booth. It says, why do they have their defense in the field? Mathematically, if they keep it closer to the gate, they'd have more reaction time. Why is that right or wrong, Danny?
Well, so I love the fact that you bring it up mathematically. So geometry is part of math, and it's so if I guess probably the best way for me to put it, the analogy I like to use is soccer. So like if it's a one-on-one situation from a soccer or for the goalie and a forward, what does the goalie do? The goalie actually charges the forward. He doesn't stay back. He actually goes out. The reason he does is he takes away the angles of either side of the goal. So the mallet is only, 4 inches and 4.25 inches, something along those lines. And that goal is like 14 inches or something along those lines as well. So obviously, if you have your mallet against that goal, you are allowing 2 big holes on either side of the table. And if somebody's playing defense like that, man, you're talking about drooling from the offensive player. They are just going to, go from one side to the other. And the only thing you can possibly do is guess. And the odds are not in your favor if you're having to guess. So the one thing that air hockey has, right? So the problem is this. And yes, if that takes away the straight shots, but now you have the banks, right? So that's where the whole kind of pyramid or triangle defense evolved. So you're up higher into the field of play to take away the angles of the straight shots. So they can't hit a straight shot on you. But now you're having to pull back for those banks. And that's where the strategy comes in, the under the mallets, the over the mallets. Yeah. My suggestion, I'm sorry, what was the guy's name here? Cody.
Snow.
I'm sorry. My glasses, I don't have my up close glasses on, man. So I have those at work. But anyways, so if we're looking at the dilemma that's created in air hockey is you have that rail, so now they're going to hit those banks. So if you get onto centerline.com or the Centerline channel on YouTube, there's a lot of videos that kind of really break that down and give you much greater detail. But in an essence, the original defense, when this thing started back up in the early 70s and mid 70s, was to stay back against that goal and stay in front of it. But unfortunately, offenses, they got so accurate, and you only have so much time to react. And it doesn't look like we're hitting it all that fast and whatnot. But if you kind of put it in perspective, what is it? 60, 90 feet? What is it? 60 feet, right, from the mound in baseball. So 60 feet. They're throwing 100 miles an hour. Well, it's an 8-foot table, but we hit about really close to that center line, so it's really closer to 4 feet. But if you're hitting 4 feet at 40 miles an hour versus 100 miles an hour, and it's 60 feet, you have a lot more time to react to a Nolan Ryan fastball than you do, or a Chapman to give it a Rex Chapman or whoever what's that guy's name that Altuve likes to hit the home runs on? I can't remember.
It is
that guy. I think he's not even a Yankee anymore, but they even kicked his ass out of there.
They did.
But the guy's got a ridiculous arm. But you actually have less time to react in air hockey than you do in Major League Baseball. So if you put that in the perspective, you might kind of, get an idea of what I'm talking about. And I'm not taking anything away from baseball. Yeah. I love that sport, and it's 3D. This is 2D, right? So we're on a 2-dimensional table here, and, baseball is 3 dimensions. So you have a lot more to ground to cover in baseball. So I'm not trying to compare the difficulty or anything along those lines. I'm just giving a good little point of reference for everyone.
And it's different types of offensive deception. If you're a pitcher, because you have that 3 dimensions, you can do sliders. We can't slide the puck under the table. There's no possibility, right? We have deception is
there is a difference in spin that you can put on.
That's true.
So the spin will actually, a certain amount of spin hitting a shot will make it kind of bounce off that rail just a little bit.
Yeah.
So there is that. But really, it's about positioning. It's about releases.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
about
the
speed,
deception
right?
that you need to
So the different releases you have, you want it to look like it's going to be a bank shot when it's going to be a straight shot. That's like your classic cut shot.
Yeah.
So that these are all things to try to fool the defense, to get the defense to get out of position. But let me tell you, it's a fun sport. I wish I could still play it today, but life throws curveballs, even at air hockey players. I still try to be a part of this community as much as I can. But man, let me tell you, this is a lot of fun that anybody can play pretty much anywhere. As long as you got power, you got a table, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if you could kind of give them a little insight, because there was a comment earlier about Lilo using more of what seemed to be like a body feint along with her delivery, and then somebody who said that LA was using more wrist. So at the time, they saw that maybe LA with the wrist wasn't doing enough damage and that the body feint was more effective. What have you seen in terms of body feint, right? Or what can you add to that?
Yeah, so concerning that, to me, it's just different releases, right? You have to, top level defenses realize that it's really about positioning of the puck. If you are so focused on the releases, you're going to get fooled, and you actually don't even need to look at that in all reality. It's about the positioning of the puck, where it is on the table, what kind of angles are they, trying to open up, and then outside of that, it's the direction of where the puck is going to go. Those are the things that you need to look at when you're on defense. If you look at positioning of, if you look at the release and whatnot and speed, you're going to get fooled, and that's what makes. I mean, it's the most common error. It's what a lot of people do. I mean, they see a certain motion, and then the puck goes, on a certain part of the goal, and it does that. It creates a conditioned response, right? For all of our psychology 101 majors out there. So it creates that conditioned response, so you naturally start just reacting a certain way whenever you see that motion from your opponent. And you have to realize that all that motion stuff doesn't matter. It's really the puck, because your battle is with the puck. It's not with the guy's mallet or your opponent's mallet or anything along those lines. It's purely where the position of the puck is and where it's going, the direction it's going.
And it's kind of easier said than done when you first start out, because like people, their eyes are always drawn towards motion, and when you slowly drift the puck up and swing your arm really fast, you kind of by instinct tune into the arm, right?
Exactly. Yes.
And so you forget to look at the puck, and sometimes a great shot could just be stopped just by actually keeping your eye on what matters. Right?
Oh, absolutely. That is, every shot can be stopped.
Yeah.
Every shot.
Yeah.
Every shot can be stopped.
There's no magic bullet.
I promise you that. I know that we have a few shots we call the, indefensible or the unblockables and this and that. But I'm a purist when it comes to defense, and I believe that every shot can be blocked.
Yeah.
It just can be. So, that mallet will stop any shot. It
Absolutely.
may fly up and hit you in the face or something, but it'll be stopped. So
get the puck back anyways.
That's right. Heck yeah, yeah.
Wait,
And
I gotta say that again. When I make a note for Ramiro, he said any shot can be blocked.
oh yes, yeah. So this one's just for Ramiro. Any shot can be blocked, Ramiro. He knows that already. He knows that. But obviously, the best offenses are going to put you in a very extreme situation, right? And they're gonna set you up where, look, I'm gonna do this so fast. If you're not there for it, then it's gonna score every single time. So you have to literally be out of your comfort zone in order to take this shot away. And then all of a sudden, once you kind of start blocking that, then they say, okay, well, here's my counter. Can you block both?
Yeah.
And then here's my counter to that counter, right? So those are the top offenses, and that's what I'm talking about, like efficiency, right? So So when the top players have an efficient offense where they're going to come at you with these main attacks that they know they can do anywhere on the table,
Yeah.
and they're going to do it very effectively and efficiently. They know you have to be there to take it away. If you're not there, they're going to keep
Yeah.
doing it
Yeah.
until the game's over.
And then it's almost like a defensive trade-off. Because like you
Well-
were saying earlier, like with the angle, the further out you are, the better you can block some straights.
No, you can block all straights.
Well, if they come at a different angle from the straight.
But if you're far
but
out,
the further
you're
out you
far
are,
enough out
yeah,
in front of that puck,
you can block.
You
a
can
lot
block
of-
every
a lot-
straight.
But then you have the trade-off because the further out you are, the harder it is to react to that wall.
that's right. So the banks, yeah,
And so it's a constant.
You want to force the bank?
absolutely, yeah. So my mindset was, because if you look at it, right, so offense, you always want to okay, offense has the edge. They're the ones that know what shot's coming,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So from a defensive perspective, for me, it was like, no, I'm not going to let them have that mental advantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to force them to hit a shot on me because they're not going to hit straights.
Yeah.
So I will take away the straights and force them to hit a bank. So no longer do they have a mental edge. I know they have to hit a bank in order to score.
So you're mind gaming the just
Absolutely.
If you position out far enough, you can block as many straights as possible.
Yep.
And then you're forcing the bank. So then you worry about if you see it come at a slightly different angle than the straight, you expect the wall, and you immediately just go for the wall every time.
My
Is
bag
that,
is
is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the idea. So, I mean, if you take away the straights, right, and you're just not going to let a straight go in.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. So you have this absolute prejudice against straight shots, right? Okay? So it's okay to be prejudiced in air hockey when it comes to straights. You hate straight shots. You just hate them.
Yeah.
It's the shortest distance between two lines, right?
Yeah,
2
yeah.
points. It's a straight shot,
Yeah.
right? The bank shot, actually, there's more room for error. They hit it too hard. It may not even. It'll may fly off the rail.
Or just go
Right?
past the goal.
Exactly. So, or just more room for error there
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
a straight shot. Especially with the top players, it's rare they're going to really, really miss those edges, those corners.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take away those straights, you force them to hit a bank, and now it's like, okay, I know what you have to do to score.
Yeah.
So now I'm just waiting on it. The straights I don't have to think about, right?
Yeah.
It's naturally being taken away, and if I take away the banks slowly, even if they score on me at first, I get a feel for them. Then all of a sudden, now what do they have? That's called getting shut down.
Yeah, yeah.
Now the defense completely owns it, right?
Okay.
So no different than a pitcher, right? When they're throwing a no hitter, they have the batter on edge.
Yeah.
They're not sure what's coming. I guarantee you, every one of these, Major League Baseball players, every single one of them, even the ones sitting on the bench, even the ones that are in AAA, if they know that pitch is coming, they're gonna freaking jack it.
Okay.
If they know that pitch is coming, and everybody says, "Hey, here comes this," fastball right down the middle. Man, all those guys can pretty much hit it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Now, but if they don't know if there may be a changeup, it may be a slider, maybe a curve, maybe a knuckleball, whatever, right? So
Yeah.
so many different pitches are available, right? Then now all of a sudden they're not sure.
And so I guess a follow-up to that would be, because you say to be prejudiced towards the straight, but
Yeah.
to a degree, at some point, reaction times create a limitation to even getting to the bank. So if you play out really, really far, and some people can, Connor plays out really far.
Yeah, he does.
And,
So
and
does his brother.
he makes it work because they can react really well to those banks.
Yes.
Other people cannot.
So
How
it's
do you find your
training.
limitation to how far out you want to
It's
go?
training and creating that muscle memory is really the word. So if you actually train yourself to not I guess hesitate, or to train yourself not to move until you know for sure and you see that it's going towards the rail, otherwise you're just staying there, then you'll find that you're a lot quicker than you realize.
Yeah. I've been coming to that conclusion in the last few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Because Tim was destroying me on just the cut with the little time delay.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, next week when I play, I'm gonna hold steady until the absolute last second of the release. Like as soon as it releases, try and see where the puck is going and just focus on the puck. Because
Yeah.
I always try to focus on the puck, but yeah, I do get caught up in
let me tell you,
arm movement.
That
sometimes.
shot is so amazing. That it's just a medium speed type cut release, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And it's accurate. And he just sits there, and it's he's holding it. He's going to hit that really good cut, accurate, or he's going to hit a blistering right wall under, right?
Exactly.
So it puts you in like this, what they like to say a crocodile situation. So this,
Yeah.
Brian Ocrocco is he's infamous for getting really frustrated, back in the early days with trying to defend that. And, the answer is like, you know what? I know that right wonder is powerful, and I know that it's super accurate, and I know that he can hit it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to fear it, right? But I'm going to take away that cut. Even though the cut's not nearly as intimidating, the cut's not, because it's kind of medium speed. It's, it's not